Hello, my name is Jennifer Contreras, and my presentation is going to be about how social media affects mental health. The average person spends about 2 to 3 hours a day on social media without realizing how much it affects their mental health. Think about how many times you check your phone, whether it's scrolling through TikTok, liking posts on Instagram, and replying to messages on Snapchat. These platforms have become a part of our daily routine. Social media is especially relevant because millions of people use it every single day. For many of us, it's the first thing we check in the morning and the last thing we see before going to bed. Because it's such a big part of our lives, it's important to understand how it influences our mental health. I choose this topic because social media is something we all experience and can relate to. We may not always notice its effects, but they are there. They are both good and bad. Social media affects mental health in both positive and negative ways. First, I will discuss how positive effects and then the negative impacts and how it affects your sleep and behavior. Positive effects, connection and support. To begin with, social media can have positive effects, especially when it comes to connection and support. People have always stay in touch with family and friends even if they live far away. A simple message, post, or video call can help them maintain relationships. It also creates a sense of belonging for people who feel isolated or alone. Social media can connect with other people with the same interests, experiences, or struggles. This can especially be helpful for individuals dealing with anxiety or other challenges. According to the American Psychological Association, social media can provide social support and connection. This shows that when it's used in a healthy way, these platforms can improve emotional well-being. For example, someone struggling with anxiety might join an online support group where people share advice, encouragement, and personal experiences. This can make them feel less alone and more understood. However, social media can be helpful, but it has several effects. One of the biggest negative impacts of social media is how it affects self-esteem. Social media often promotes unrealistic lifestyles, appearances, and standards. People tend to post only the best parts of their lives, which creates a false image of reality. As a result, users may start to understand how others compare themselves to others. This constant comparison can lead to feelings of insecurity, low self-esteem, and dissatisfaction with their own lives. According to Harvard Medical School, studies have found a link between heavy social media and increased depression. This highlights how harmful excessive use can be. For example, seeing influencers with perfect bodies and expensive lifestyles or seemingly perfect lives can make someone feel like they are not good enough, even though those images are often edited or staged. In addition to self-esteem, social media also impacts daily habits. Sleep and addiction. Social media is designed to keep users engaged for as long as possible. Features like endless scrolling, notifications, and short videos to make it hard to stop using these apps. Many people use their phones late at night, often losing track of time. This habit can lead to poor sleep quality and not getting enough rest. The Sleep Foundation states that screen time before bed can interfere with sleep quality. The light from screens and the simulation from content can make it harder for the brain to relax. For example, staying up late watching TikTok might seem harmless, but it can result in a feeling of tired, unfocused, and irritable the next day. Another serious issue linked to social media is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying and emotional harm. Social media makes it easy for people to post comments, and unfortunately, not all of them are kind. Cyberbullying has become a major concern among young people. Like untraditional bullying, cyberbullying can happen at any time in a very public way. Hurtful comments, rumors, or exclusion from online groups can be seen by many people, making the impact more damaging. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention reports that cyberbullying is linked to depression and even suicidal thoughts. This shows how serious this issue can be. For example, receiving negative comments on a post or being left out of group chats can definitely affect someone's self-esteem and emotional well-being. In conclusion, Social media plays a major role in our lives, both and positive, negative effects on our mental health. It can help people stay connected and find support, but it can also lead to anxiety, low self esteem, and poor sleep and cyberbullying. Overall, social media has benefits and drawbacks, and has its impacts depends on how we use it. Being aware of these effects is important by using social media in a more mindful and balanced way. We can protect our mental health while being enjoy the benefits of others.